YouTube. Only on YouTube. The show is only on the YouTube. It is episode 74 of Coffee Talk. I am Jeff. He is Todd. He is the Todd. Todd. Yeah. Todd. I still call you Todd. People are like, who? Yeah, Ryzak. Oh, Ryzak. Right.
Yeah. Todd.
Toad. Some people forget.
No Ryzak on all the games, though. So.
Yeah. So.
How are you? How was your week?
It was good. Busy.
Yeah.
Jammed a lot of gaming in. I did 2 different 2-hour streams on Friday night.
2 different. So you streamed for over 4 hours.
And I did 4 or 5 hours yesterday.
Wow. You're an animal.
I did 4 hours on YouTube, and then I kept it going, and then did another hour on TikTok. Just kept that going. So 5 hours on TikTok.
What is driving all of these hours of streaming?
I'm in some creator thing on TikTok, and so I have to achieve these milestones. And one of them was 1,200 minutes this week, which literally killed me.
Yeah.
Literally killed me.
Yeah, the grind is real.
And it's like, oh my God, TikTok. Okay, 300 comments, fine. Have a bunch of viewers, fine. 1,200 minutes? Oh my God, it almost killed me. Because I was like 5 hours left, 4 hours and change, and so I did that last night.
Did you enjoy it at least?
I played an amazing game.
Good. Oh, is this the one you were telling me about?
Throne and Liberty.
Nice.
Yeah, the
Nice.
game
looked really nice too.
Oh my God, the game looked amazing. Bruce is in the chat. He can tell you the game looked amazing. The character models looked amazing. The atmosphere and the everything looked amazing. And then I got through like the prologue and into the main part of the game, the chapters, if you will. And then there was all these thousands of people. And they were all just also playing the game. It's like, oh, these are all real people.
Can you just like walk up to somebody and chat with them?
I believe you could. I did not. It's a MMORPG, PvP, PvE, so you can do PvE or PvP.
Different servers.
I don't know if there's different. Oh yeah, there are different servers. Yes, because
is there a PvE server and a PvP server?
No. I think it's all together.
Okay.
So I was doing the main game, which is PvE. But then there was a challenge where you had to kill wolves, and you were with everybody else. So that was the PvP part, I guess. And I think you can probably take on. Oh, there's a battlegrounds area where I guess you can battle and fight people. I did not do that, but so that would also be a PvP portion. And as I went up to talk to the people I was supposed to talk to, I could see other people, and sometimes the wrong X would highlight. So I had to make sure I was on the right, the person I was supposed to talk to. Go talk to the merchant and not Ryzak. So I had to be careful.
There's something cool about walking through a game and then all of a sudden you see something that's not normal, which is another player. Playing.
Oh my God, there were tons of them. Bruce was in there. There was a ton of people in there. It was amazing. And this was just the open beta. This is not even the full game.
Bruce said he tried Once Human. I played the beta. If you remember, I played it with you and Crow on there when I was showing you guys. It was interesting. It was interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting. It's a weird story. Like it's interesting, but it's there's a lot of games taking advantage of the building, the crafting, these days. So if this is like a classic MMO where you're doing what you're doing, that might be a nice change of pace back.
Yeah, it's one of those where, okay, go see this person, now go do something. Oh, you got to go now, go see. And, you got to go see this person, and you got to go and collect this thing. And then, there's a couple of people you got to fight. Okay, I'll take them out. And then you collect up the widget, and then you got to take the widget to some other, and this person says, you want that? Well, I need 4 of this, and 2 of this, and 2 of these. So then you got to go and you got to, collect a little bit of this, a little bit of that, then you bring it back to the dude, and he's like, oh, well, thank you. Here's your new widget. And then you take that widget and you go somewhere. So there's a lot of that. So if you like that kind of puzzle crafting-y type of thing, you're going to love this game.
Nice.
And then there's obviously, and it was funny in the chat, Bruce mentioned it, and I was just talking to Crow, and he's like, yeah, it's not my kind of game. Not enough fighting. Not enough battling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not all games can be chivalry, too, so.
Game of the year. Or Concord.
Chariot Man.
Or Concord Game of the Year.
Concord Game of the Year.
I gave up playing Concord.
Did you see that Manor Lords is expanding?
I have. I've been keeping up with that. I've been keeping up with the Manor Lords. I saw a guy talking about the updates, and he's like, if you haven't been in for a while, it's time to get back in the Manor Lords. The last time I left Manor Lords, several of my places were on fire, and I just kind of left.
They've made a few leveling out changes. I've been watching it. I haven't played it in a while.
My village was a lot of fire in my village, and so I kind of left.
I bet.
I just kind of left my village. It might be. I said maybe I need to start a new village.
Nice.
But yeah, Republic of Pirates, which I absolutely love because it's kind of like that Manor Lords, but it also has like a Sea of Thieves aspect of it because you got to build ships. So you gotta do ships, but then you also have to build out stuff like that. So that's really cool. I'm playing a new game possibly it's scheduled for Wednesday. Right. It's called Vane. It's kind of a zombie open world kind of you got to collect stuff and save the world type game.
So are you a zombie or are you a human?
You are a human and there's zombies attacking you.
In a zombie apocalypse. So, okay.
Yeah. And you got to run around and collect stuff. It's just made by two dudes. Just two guys. It's just their thing. They're like, if you'd like to donate for, server costs and things, that would be appreciated. And they're like, we'd appreciate if you would play our demo and spread the word.
Jeff, have you heard anything about sky climbers?
Nothing that I'm allowed to say.
Okay. All right. But there's still stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah.
I am in their little QA section, and so I do see updates in their Discord, but none of which I'm allowed to repeat at the moment. Ray's here.
Got you.
Raymond.
Ray Shura.
Raymond is here. Concord is not performing very well amongst its players. Not game of the year. I don't know. I saw the Cyborgians playing it on Friday, and
what about the Jeffy game? I thought that was going to be game of the year.
That was last year, wasn't it?
Oh, last year.
Was that last year? I think
We've done so many of these shows; they're already together.
I think that was last year. And before I forget, you guys all want to hang around toward the end. I have a big announcement about the future of Retro Gaming Friday night.
He does.
I am doing something I've never done before in Retro Gaming Friday. Speaking of that, I got 2 new games. Actually, I got 4 new games.
Playing naked in the hot tub. Wait, he's done that.
Let's go. These will be coming to Retro Friday nights sometime soon.
Ooh.
And then next year, I'm collecting all of the Guttas.
Oh, nice.
So I'll play those
in anticipation for Cease.
Yeah. When Cease is announced and we know that, I will then back up and I will play a bunch of these leading up to, except 5. But I might play 5 on the PlayStation 3 maybe go old school with that. But that we got left that and yeah. But I'm doing I'm doing something on Friday which caused me today to do something I have not done this year. All will be explained later, folks. You got to stick around.
And we call that foreshadowing.
Barefoot Retro Hot Tub Gaming. I like that name.
Wow.
I like that name.
That's a tongue twister.
It is. Unfortunately, I had to go to a friend of the family passed away unexpectedly this week, so I had to go to a viewing or a visitation. We were arguing over what you call it. When they're, you just, not the funeral. That's tomorrow in a different town, but it's just, they're at the funeral home and lying in state, if you will. I don't know what you call that. I don't know what people call that. Ray said it's a wake. All right. We call it a visitation or a viewing up here. So we had to. So not only did I have to wear shoes, socks, and underwear today, like horrible day all around. And I know Jim was giving me condolences for the fact that
it almost made me spit. I took a sip of coffee right when you said that.
I was waiting for you to take your sip of coffee before I made I made that. We called them viewings. We call them viewings here too. Okay.
Viewings.
Although it was a closed cast, so there's nothing to view per se.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're nitpicking over the word. But I've been playing Suicide Squad. I can see why people didn't like it. It's slow to get going, but I'm liking it now. All right. I played the beta, the closed open beta thing, and I'm like, okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, I don't know why Boomerang Guy has a gun, but I'm over that. And I collected it free for Prime Day. I have not booted it up.
Oh no.
The list of crap I have to play is beyond that. So
I got back from Chicago, and
Did you have pizza? Did you have pizza?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I had the original deep dish with the sausage and the cheese and the sauce.
And
it was good.
And
I mean, it's not really a pizza; it's like a casserole. But I mean, it was good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. It was all right. Went to a place called Lou Minelli's Pizza. It's like a chain.
Wasn't she the actress?
No idea.
Oh, that was Liza. That was Liza.
Oh, Liza Minnelli.
Oh.
Funny guy. My son, remember, he was in Tampa at his friend, so I missed him in the airport. We came home at the same time, but we were in different terminals.
Wow.
And so I get home, and they have Rock Band sprawled out in the living room. So we've been playing Rock Band all weekend.
Nice.
My fingers are like cramping because
You can plug all that in and play the Fortnite version,
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Not exactly sure how. Check with the certified doc because he knows.
Oh, okay.
Because I believe he does. I believe he does.
I gave I think I gave my nephew my drum kit a long time ago, and I wish I still had it because we were looking them up online. They're like $200. People are selling them for $200. Like,
everything retro is expensive. Trust me, I know.
Man,
Trust me, I know.
I wonder if they'll come out with another one. Hey, we got a show to get into, don't we?
We do. We do. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you guys giving up part of your Sunday to hang out with us two idiots. Which screen do I want to share? This one here. Okay, Todd.
There it is.
I have other screens to share. Oh, Ray still has his. Maybe Ray will ship you his.
Ooh, yeah, right. Maybe. That's gold right now. You should never get rid of that. I wish I wouldn't have. Episode 74, episode 73 from last week is over on the Spotify.
It is.
And your announcement later, I'm pretty sure that you might have used one to share.
I did. And I actually have it open on this computer because I have to make a thumbnail for Friday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you know what? I just looked back here and I just saw something, Jeffy.
You're going to give me the finger? Oh. Gross.
Look at that. Huh?
Gross.
Look at that. Yes. Oh, man. Those were the days. All right. All right.
Something I discovered about TikTok this week is you can do sound effects, and there's an add new button.
There you go. So you put your own in.
I feel like taking a print screen and sending it to Streamlabs, going, "Here, look. If the Chinese can do it, why can't you?"
All right, we gotta talk about Team USA because there's words being thrown around like overhyped, and we're gonna break it down. You got a post of the week. Did you hear about? Yeah. You're giving me 5 guesses tonight. What are we not?
The 5 guesses is Olympic themed, keeping with the show. It's Olympic themed, and with the Olympics starting next week or the week after, whenever it is.
What aren't we talking about?
Guess there was some news around the Biden stuff the last week or so since our last show. I don't know. I don't follow that. I don't follow your stuff, so I don't really know what's going on. We're not going to talk about the number 1 game in all of the land, all of the worlds, the EA Sports College Football 25. If you have Game Pass, you can play for 10 NEA Play. You can play for 10 hours, of which I'm not. Love Island. I don't even know what that is, but we're not going to talk about it because I don't know what it is.
No, we don't need to.
I am not sad to see Skip Bayless go. He did tweet a while ago going, if they give Dak money, he's done with the Cowboys. And I tweeted him and I said, did you not say you were done before? If you were done 3 months ago, you're still done. When did you say I'm back? So goodbye. Go away, Skip. Get out of my life. So. In Rocket League? Rocket League coming to Fortnite?
Yeah.
Rocket League getting Unreal Engine 6?
Let's not talk about it. Don't get my hopes up. That's why it's on the list.
All right. Okay. All right.
Here we go, Jeff. South Sudan. That's right. South Sudan, the newest powerhouse in Olympic basketball, just barely lost to the USA. The mighty, powerful USA, led by the greatest superstars in the world when it comes to basketball, right? This was a nail biter. This was an intense game. This was a definite wake-up call for Team USA to say, you better not get complacent here. These guys are coming. The rest of the world is catching up to USA basketball. Did you see any of this game? Did you see more clips than just this end right here?
No, this is really the only clip that I saw. I'll be honest with you. I don't follow U.S. Men's or actually U.S. Olympic sports. I've been watching the Canadian stuff.
Yeah.
But this did cross my did cross the and South I believe I sent this to Ray. I believe I may have sent this to Ray and said who?
Yeah, South Sudan was up 14 at one point. It was a huge shock to Team USA and their followers. So where have you seen this before? Stop me if you've seen this picture just in different uniforms over the years. LeBron coming in clutch at the end of a game, getting into the lane, having one of those, clutch layup moments that he's had. I'm surprised he didn't dunk it, to be quite honest with you. But, doing his thing, I guess.
So
check this out about South Sudan.
Crow is saying the WNBA beat Team USA as well. Purple Haze said it happened actually in 2020 as well.
It did? Yeah.
So just the chat rolling in with some good facts.
South Sudan has been a country for 13 years. They've organized themselves as South Sudan for the past 13 years. 0 Olympic appearances. They're ranked 33rd in the world.
That's actually not bad.
And they lost to the number 1 team by 1. I mean, that's pretty decent day's work, to say the least. I know, a lot of times in these tune-up games and things, teams are going after a certain look. They're trying different personnel options. But when you're Team USA, you can't afford to lose a tune-up game to a team that doesn't have any Olympic appearances, right? So huge wake-up call for them on the men's side of things. Jeff, do you think that the superstar, the level of superstar that Team USA has matters in the Olympics?
I've never been a fan of pros in the Olympics. Period. End of period. Doesn't matter the sport. Doesn't matter if basketball. Sure, hockey takes a break and we send all the good players from the NHL all over to the Olympics. Again, the Olympics started as amateurs. Right? At what point did it swing? There was a meeting that I missed that said, "Oh, we're going to start letting pros in." I think it should go back to just being pure amateurs.
So amateurs would need to be like college or younger?
Yeah. Yes.
So like a 42-year-old mom who is on the rifle team. You know how they go out and do all the rifle stuff. I'm thinking Winter Olympics here probably, but she probably goes to different tournaments and competitions, over her lifespan. She's done good. Would she be an amateur? Or would she be a pro at that point?
I guess if a pro, is it her? So I guess this all comes down to what is a professional. Is it her
a paid athlete, or
is it just making money, or is it your full-time gig? is Ray a professional streamer because he makes money through his streams, through subs and bits? Is he a professional streamer because he does that, or it's not because it's not his full-time job? Whereas people who it's their full-time job to be a streamer, for example, right? Or photographer. Are you a professional photographer if you do a few weddings, a couple times a year, or if you have a photography business?
Right.
Does that make you a professional? So what is the definition of professional?
And I think it's hard too with some of the sports, right? Because basketball obviously has professional leagues,
Correct.
When you get into powerlifting and stuff, I mean, there's competitions, right? There are leagues associated with that, but there's a lot of different rules around some of those competitions and things, right? The Olympics has given the Olympic set of rules, like this is what you go for. Greco-Roman wrestling, things like that.
Yeah, so there's the professional cornhole league. You've seen those videos of those cornhole guys, right? Just banging them in straight in, or the darts. Again, these aren't Olympic sports, but is that their only source of income? Is that his job? Is he's a professional dart player, or is he
pretty awesome if so?
Or does he also he's a lawyer by day and then he.
I got you.
You can argue that because referees in the NFL, they're all professionals, but they all have real jobs. They're lawyers, and
lawyers. Yeah.
Most of them are lawyers, but they all have other jobs. That is, it's not their. So I guess you got to kind of define what the and there is shooting. I saw there's a Canadian. They profiled a Canadian who's in some Olympic shooting thing. He's heading to Paris for.
Those are some of my favorite things to watch just because I don't do that, right? So I find it fascinating, especially when anyone breaks any kind of world record or anything like that. So,
so
I think both.
fine.
Oh, she's talking about WNBA and the NBA. Yeah. We're gonna get into the WNBA.
The top players are not from the U.S. Look at Luka, and there's the other somebody else we don't speak of. Another person we do not speak of, right? Why? So I guess it depends on your definition. What is your definition of professional, right? And versus amateur, right? Certainly hockey players, basketball players, I don't think they should be in it. That is my opinion. I don't think they should be in the Olympics doing their thing because that is their job, right? If your job is to just throw darts and that's where you make your money and you support your family by playing in dart tournaments, cool, right?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Again, I'm expanding it out. I'm expanding it out just beyond, right?
It's always good to understand what the qualifications for something are so that everybody's on the equal playing field, right? So by allowing these professional athletes that are at the top of their game and league around the world into this, you really make it, I mean, nobody else has a chance or they're not supposed to have another chance, right?
Not supposed to. Yep. So again, back to Ray, when he meets people and they say, what do you do? Does he say, I'm a professional streamer? Because he makes money through his subs and his bits and his sponsorships.
It doesn't need to be said. It's just known that he is.
Well, so,
because he's Ray Sherrod, the gaming cyborg.
Exactly. As it says on his shirt that he wears when he streams. He's gonna be calling me a troll and downvoting this stream in a minute.
You should send him a shirt for Christmas. You should.
I have a shirt for Ray.
At Ray Sherrod.
No, I have a Bud Light shirt because he was drinking Bud Light. And,
I saw your post.
He was drinking Bud Light at the it was probably a $19 beer at the county fair. It was probably a $19 beer. So, nice. Oh, look at that right there on cue. Ray rolling in with the troll.
Team USA has one more tune-up game before Olympics start. 4 days to the Olympics start, Jeff. Some change, right?
$14 beer at the California State Fair. That's not what it's called, but I don't remember the name. But
We're getting very close to the start of the Olympics. This South Sudan team is going to be playing Team USA in group play, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare if the U.S. changes their tune and shows a bit different. So
maybe they only tried for the last 10 seconds.
Maybe so.
Maybe they were just kind of toying.
They had to put everybody in. All right, post of the week comes from you.
You know that graphic of the video game guy, and then he leans in, at the very end when he gets serious.
You want to take me off?
Sorry?
You want to take me off and do it?
No. But that meme that when they're doing the video game and then it's like, was that them? They were just kind of sitting back for the first, whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's like a side shot.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, wait a minute. We got to crap, we're going to lose. We might lose this. We better actually try now.
Yeah,
you're playing a game with your kid. The kid's winning. You're like, oh shit. Okay. I got to actually try now. Yeah,
I can't beat my son anymore, so I don't even try.
So there you go. All right, cool. Post of the week. So let me set this up. You were in Chicago. What happened when you were in Chicago? What did you hear?
Tornado sirens. Yeah, there was a nasty storm that went through the Chicago area midweek, so that was pretty crazy.
There was, and we got, I don't know if it was, I assume it was the same storm. We got a lot of rain. We didn't get as much here. Like our street in front of our house had a bit of water, but eventually the sewers, got rid of it. But the next city over, a lot of flooding. And then as you went toward the big city, Rue Diggs, if he was here, he would tell you, there was a lot of flooding in Toronto. A lot of streets were closed. I checked in with friend of the show, Anne, make sure she was okay. And she was. She had lost internet, which she was happy about.
Lost internet last week.
But no flooding. So in Toronto, which is Canada's busiest city, we have the biggest subway in Canada, and it got flooded. And so there were shots of the water coming in, and they were doing live hits from there. And this poor girl's in her shorts and whatever, and she's all covered in mud and water. And guy I saw today at the viewing, something happened with his neighbor, and it got all muddy, and all the mud slid from the neighbors into his backyard, right into his pool. No. Right into his pool. Yep. So he's dealing with that. And so there were a lot of streets, not as much here where I live, but more closer. But then there was this one here. You could see the street was flooded right underneath the water safety sign. So
Water Safety Awareness Day.
And the streets are flooded, and there's major flooding. So,
were there any stranded vehicles? Anybody that tried to drive where they shouldn't?
Oh, a lot of people driving where they shouldn't have been.
Unfortunately, people try.
One of the big highways was shut down because it was underwater, and they kept cutting back, to the helicopter or to the camera views, and they're like, "Look at that van! You could see the water because before the water was a lot higher up the van, but now you could but they were using this van as to see how much water there was because it was covered. It was really high up, toward the windows, and then it was slowly receding, and eventually they were able to get the van out. But yeah, there was a lot of cars that were stuck and buried, and people like, it's fine, I'll take it.
No, they've said that as little as 6 inches of water can make your car move. So, I know that seems like a lot of water, and it is, but stack up 6 inches, whatever 6 inches is. Think about if somewhere where you was that flooded. I mean, if you try to drive through it, it can totally shift your car. Off.
I have an electric car, so although I was driving home from my dad's.
Sparky.
I was driving home from my dad's, and the road was fine, but right by someone's driveway was a huge puddle. So I sped up and I hit the puddle.
Oh my gosh!
Had my windows down. There was a lady on the other side walking her dog. I'm like, yeehaw!
We went out last night. The person we were.
Oh, I shouldn't say that too loud. There's people in the house that might hear me.
Watch out. How long does it take for something like this to clean up?
I think they're still cleaning some of it up.
Yeah, I would imagine so, because that's not just a lot of water. That's a problem with the drainage system right there too. Right?
Correct. Correct. They said that the rain we got that day was the same amount. It was as we get in a month. So we got a month's worth of rain in like 4 hours.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be wet here all week. It's supposed to rain every single day. So
we left to go. It's about a 45-minute drive to where we were headed. Bright, sunny. As we were heading down, the sky starting darker and darker.
You could just see it.
And then it just opened up, and it was just this monsoon, and we were all driving like white knuckles and windshield wipers going. Cars had their four-ways on. They're like, why are there four-ways on? Well, because it's very wet and slippery. We're all just chugging along at like 30 kilometers, schlepping through the water. And then it was like, is it getting brighter? And then it got brighter and brighter, and boom, blue sky. It was bright. And then it's like, oh, look, the road's not even wet.
Oh my god!
This storm just kind of came through this pocket, and we just happened to hit it today. So
storms are scary, and we've talked about the four ways. We call them the hazards or the flashers. During those heavy rainstorms, because they can almost be distracting, right? But at the same time, it is a signal that, hey, something's not right, and we're slowing down. So
a number of people had those on just because it was we were I was leaving a lot of distance between me and the car, and the guy behind me was leaving a lot of distance, and it was only like 15 minutes, but it was
still better safe. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, okay, am I going to take an alternate route, or do I want to get off the highway and get on just a regular road? Do we want to pull over, get off the highway and wait for it to pass? No, rush. No, we just slowed down. So, anyways, that came by, and I was like, oh my god, that's hilarious. So,
well,
we can laugh. We can laugh about it now, but at the time,
yeah, right. They weren't laughing at it at the time.
And my buddy with the pool said he's got to completely drain the pool, clean it, because he said that the filter is doing nothing. All it's doing is just filtering the water and spitting the dirt back in. So
yeah. I doubt that there's much that you can do in that situation.
No, just empty it.
Here you go. We were talking USA basketball. The WNBA team got brought up in there. They had a great All-Star weekend for the WNBA. A lot of viewers, a lot of people attended. It was a great game that they had. They had the WNBA versus the Team USA. The WNBA won. I think it was 117-109, if I'm not mistaken. So there was a lot of really good things happening on the court. But off the court, the WNBA agreed to a new media rights deal, which is huge, $2.2 billion. They'll have some ESPN time, some Amazon time, and some NBC time, which are, all great platforms to help push their game.
Thank you, Caitlin.
So big news there.
Thank you, Caitlin. Yeah. Would they have gotten this without Caitlin?
I tell you, I'm not going to deny the impact that she's having or that she's had, but there's a lot of really good things going on with this rookie class, with this head-to-head battle that people are trying to create between her and Angel Reese, right? You're starting to get some more awareness around, some of the superstars, Asia Wilson and Sabrina, and it's just been good, right? It's where there's momentum, when you see smoke, sometimes there's fire, right? So not going to deny the impact that she's had, but there is a lot of other stuff that's helping it, as we've talked before. They're doing so well that they're actually talking about expanding the regular season by 4 more games, starting in the 2025 season. So I know some will just say, oh, that's 4 more games. I mean, that's 4 more games of revenue. That's 4 more games for, playoff position or season standings or whatever, right? And good on them for taking a small increment and then testing that out so that they can make sure that they've got it locked down. You don't want to go too big, right? Because what happens if you added 12 games and you saw your attendance numbers drop or something like that, right?
Well, they're adding an extra, right? Golden State's getting a team and Toronto's getting a team, right? So they're going to need a few more games just because they're getting another team, right? Yep. So that kind of makes sense. And can we just agree that Kai Nurse is the greatest WNBA player right now? Can we just agree? Okay.
Caitlin Clark had a huge week last week. She set a WNBA record, 19 assists in a game. She's the first rookie with 10 assists in a WNBA All-Star game. Angel Reese over there, a double in the All-Star game, which you have 19 in a row. So the two of these ladies right here are really doing a good thing for the league. So I think that everybody needs to kind of notice that the youth movement is very real. I mean, Diana Taurasi is 40 years old, 41 years old. She's not going to be playing forever. There is a new wave of WNBA player. It's fine. Compete. It's fine. So,
and I'm okay with the competition and the pit and the, because there was Bird and Magic, and there was MJ and the rest of the league, and there was LeBron and the rest of the league, and
they're being compared to Magic and Bird a lot for what Magic and Bird did when they came into the league and the rivalry and all of that. So
Pro says 82 games is too many for the NBA. It's probably too many for hockey. 162 is probably too many for baseball.
162 games is stupid.
Well, in hockey, they're still playing in friggin' May. It's like, okay, it's May, it's hot out, and there's still people playing hockey. It's like, I know you're the big hockey guy. I know.
Well, I mean, it's warm here during our season too. Like, we don't have a choice, right? So for us, it doesn't mean anything.
I know, but still, I think, yeah. So I think, so maybe some other leagues need to go the other way, but.
Here you go. How about this league? The Arena Football League decided to have their championship game inside of the American Dream shopping mall in New Jersey. So you're out with the family, you just got some ice cream. You're walking down, the kids yelling at you. You want to go to the toy store, and you just happen to hear the whistles from the referees, Jeff. You look over the balcony, and you're watching the Arena Football Championship game. You look at your wife. You say, take the boys somewhere. I'm here for the next, 2 hours, right? So this is pretty amazing that they're playing this inside of the shopping mall. Crow says he's been to that mall. It's huge. When I first looked at this and read it, I guess I read it so fast, I thought that it was the Mall of America. And I was like, oh, that would make sense, right? I actually didn't know that the American Dream shopping mall was that big. It's near MetLife, if I'm not mistaken. Crow, you could probably fact check me on that. I think it's up there near the Hudson. So, because I know that
Ray. I was going to say Ray loves arena football, but at risk of being called at risk of being called a troll, I did not want to say anything. Did you hear about? Oh, hang on.
Did I hear about?
I've lost his name. Hold on. Did you hear about? Did you hear about the kicker, whose name is escaping me?
I did not. Dicker the kicker? That's a real person, for those of you that think I'm playing. Seems Chris Dicker.
Anyways, the Florida team needed a kicker, and they called up a guy who was a mechanic.
Oh.
So Florida mechanic joins the arena football for the championship game at literal shopping mall on 3 days' notice. And I was trying to dig out his name.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, they needed a kicker. Yeah. No.
Ray thinks they called up Jake Bates.
He's got a team already.
Yeah. That's pretty funny though.
He was
working on my car, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, gotta go. I got a kick in the championship arena football game down at the mall."
Yeah, gotta go to the mall. Going to the mall and kicking the game's what he said to his wife. Honey, I gotta go to the mall for a few hours. I'm going to play football. I'm gonna go kick a ball around. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I couldn't dig out his name fast. Enough. But yes, he was a Florida mechanic.
That was the kicker.
He got called up to be. He'd never kicked in arena football. He'd never. I think that may or may. Is that Florida? That may or may not be him. So
I don't know which is which. Albany versus Billings. So it's the Billings team, the Florida team.
So there you go. There you go.
Xander Schauffele.
Easy for you to say.
Schauffele.
Easy for you to say.
He won the Open. Pretty awesome finish to the Open this weekend. He joins a pretty pretty incredible list of people that have won 2 majors in one season. Pretty much every name you see on there you've heard at some point throughout your life. So pretty good company there. Good job. Congrats to him. This was a pretty crazy story here. So this house at Royal Troon sits in the middle of, 5 different holes. So from your house, you have a view of 5 different golf holes. It was put up for sale this week, starting at $1.9 million, Jeff.
Is there not 2 homes there?
Because 2 in 1?
I think there are 2 homes there, because I thought I read something that says, they could the place could buy it, but there's still another house there. They can't. They still have to get
one of 2 units was put up for sale this week.
Yeah. There are 2. Yeah, so I don't know if it's 1 building, 2 units. There are 2 homes there. One of them is up for sale. Yes, but so they're like, the open could buy it, or somebody could buy it and then just tear it down. But there's still another house there, so they still have to get rid of that other house, right?
I mean, that is so crazy that it is just chilling in the middle of the golf course.
Thought you guys had eminent domain and stuff where somebody could just come along. It's like that that's like that Bugs Bunny episode where he didn't sell and he had they built all around his little hole. I hope the windows in the home are shatterproof.
Yeah, they probably have some crazy insurance.
So I'm surprised they haven't, changed some, the government, the city or whoever changed a rule that forces them out. But maybe they can't. Maybe they can't. I don't know.
And turn it into like a clubhouse for the golf course or something.
No, just tear it down. Just tear it down. Tear it down and get rid of it.
Could maybe make it something for the fans watching.
Yeah, just tear it down. Tear it down, refix the holes, and I don't know.
Jeff, from one champion to another, here is Leo Messi being...
thought we banned him. Wasn't he banned?
Being congratulated for his 45 career titles. Notice something about him there, Jeff? He's looking a little hobbled. He's got a big boot on his foot, Jeff. He's hurt. Messi is hurt. The great Leo Messi is hurt. You're not happy about that.
I sent you something that he had come out of a game because he was hurt. And I'm like, oh, poor baby. Oh, poor baby. Oh.
People were talking about this boot, though. It's apparently some, new technology boot that's supposed to help heal him faster. So, I don't know.
Eminent domain only works if the government wants to build something. Golf courses are not mandated by the government.
There you go. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, but you guys just change rules to suit yourself, and you guys reorganize districts and in your voting.
And we take "use" out of words where we don't need them.
Exactly. Except glamour.
Except for glamour.
As
Crow pointed out.
Except for glamour, you keep the "you" in that one. All the other words, you got rid of the "you." But that's another story. So
45 career titles, man. That is insane. He has been a champion 45 times. Unreal career. Last week also saw the MLB All-Star Game and festivities. Teoscar Hernandez. Did I say
former
that?
Toronto Blue Jay, which is why I know how to pronounce it.
49 home runs in the night, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of energy wasted, man. Top distance 466 feet. Pretty good. That's pretty good. But he got really hot.
He did. At the end, the other guy, because nobody ever remembers who came in second, which is, problem the 49ers have. The guy who came in second, he had 2 balls left, and he was down by 1.
Was it Pete Alonso?
No, somebody junior. George Witt Jr., Mike Witt Jr.
Oh, Bobby Witt Jr.
There you go.
Sorry.
I was all over it. He had 2 balls. He had 2 balls left in his overtime, and one was a bad pitch, which he swung at and popped up, and then the next one. And then of course the next one he hit, and it came within like that it was 422 feet. He hit it 421. And when he swung at that one that was a bad pitch, I'm like, oh, dude, you shouldn't have swung at that, because if he hadn't have swung at it, then it wouldn't have counted as his out, right? Because only if you and then he would have had conversation. So he would have then at least had one more shot. But he swung at the bad pitch, and I understand you're all amped up and the pitch is coming, you're expecting your guy to put it, and it was just, and you're just like, yeah, I understand. But if he hadn't have swung at that, then he would have had one more shot to maybe try to tie it.
It's amazing to me how much of a team the pitcher and the hitter need to be. Mm-hmm. Because like you're calling somebody out to pitch the balls to you the way that you want them, the way that they know you want them, right? Mm-hmm. They're there to do what you need. So when he didn't throw the ball as well, right? He's feeling like crap too. Mm-hmm. So it's a team effort for sure.
It is a good point. Yeah. Yep.
The All-Star game
that was my thought watching it. That was my thought watching it, right? I'm like, oh, you swung at that.
Yeah.
And then the next one was...
The All-Star game was great. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you watch the All-Star game?
I watched bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch the entire thing start to finish, but I did watch... I had it on behind me while I was doing other stuff.
Paul Skeens was named the starter, right? He's the Pittsburgh Pirates rookie.
He's had quite a year, hasn't he?
He's had a great year. He's had a fantastic year.
He's had quite a year, hasn't he?
Yep. And he was throwing some nasty stuff, man. He was hitting 100 in the All-Star game. There was a record set for the All-Star game, the fastest pitch ever, 103.6 or 103.4 miles per hour, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, over 103 miles an hour. It was insane.
That seems.
It was by the A's pitcher.
All right. You would have thought somebody would have thrown farther, like a Randy Johnson, for example.
They said in the All-Star game.
No, I know. Well, okay, maybe in the All-Star game, maybe Randy wasn't trying it. Yeah. Maybe he wasn't whipping it in as hard as he could then. Maybe.
Yeah. But to me, the game went by really, really fast. They were interviewing players. The pitchers were putting down players. I mean, the final score was only 5-3. We've seen All-Star games in the past reach the teens, right? Mm-hmm. But there was I think it was the 5th inning 3-run home run by Jarren Duran. Duran, and that pretty much sealed the game. So he was the MVP. He's having a fantastic rookie season, so kudos to him as well. He's not Paul Skeens is not the only rookie that's doing some things.
Nope.
Coming out of the All-Star game, Texas they did okay. You know what we should have put on the do not talk about list is the national anthem singer.
Forgot
about that. The Royals have a new ballpark food. It's called Taste of the K Taco. Look at this thing. It is a cheeseburger quesadilla with barbecue brisket, French fries, lettuce, onions, sriracha, Cracker Jacks, and 816 sauce.
Cracker Jacks? You mean like the little candy in a box? Of course, I'll try it. You mean the little candy in a box?
Exactly.
Those Cracker Jacks? Oh, all right.
Would you try this, Jeff?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good content. That's good content right there.
Great content for sure.
It's good content right there.
I hear that you can get cheap flights from Toronto to a lot of the southern part of the U.S. Is that true? So you could catch a flight here to, well, I guess Kansas City's not the southern part. Catch you a nice flight down, get you a nice little taste of the K taco.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked at flights since before the pandemic, so.
I've heard that with just from like hockey. I know that there's a lot of Toronto fans that travel for hockey because it's cheaper.
It is cheaper. To
go somewhere else than to get a ticket.
To the Maple Leaf game. Correct. That is correct. Yes, that is 100%. A friend of mine has taken his teenage daughter to see Taylor Swift in Germany. Because it's cheaper for him to buy the ticket, fly, stay, than to come to Toronto for a Taylor Swift concert. It's cheaper for him to go to Germany.
Insane.
And they also have family there, so it's kind of a no-brainer. But
I love I love that.
I saw a video. I saw a video, and I don't know if it was true. I didn't fact check it. Of the alleged. I think someone said it was her, the singer. I don't know who she is. so I'm going to preface that. She was
then a country singer. That's all I know.
Okay, she was throwing out the first pitch, and she nailed the photographer who was like to her left. So I don't know if that's true. I didn't fact check it. I didn't put it on the show, but I did see
that she was drunk and she checked herself into rehab. So.
Apparently.
But they were saying that her plays of her songs has skyrocketed like tenfold.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right? Nope.
We talked about this a while back, and it has been approved. So Tampa, the Tampa Bay Rays they're getting a new ballpark. They're getting a whole new area, one of these new shopping center areas. That is a location where I could really see this working. I think that this is definitely the right move for them down in Tampa. They'll be able to bring a lot more than just baseball to that area down there for this space. So it'll be well used.
Reed roll it in 10 seconds too late after we just said she was drunk and checked herself in the
I think he had already said it before I said that.
Oh, I didn't see it pop up on my screen before.
I was piggybacking off of him.
Oh, were you? Okay, it hadn't popped up on my screen yet. So, all right, yeah.
The Clippers talking about new homes. We've talked about the Clippers' new home, the Intuit Dome. It opens next month, Jeff. Look at that Halo board. No, we're not talking about Master Chief.
I thought it was the video game. When I read that, I'm like, oh, they're putting the video game up there? Oh, cool, okay. When I read Halo Dome, I was thinking the game because I'm an idiot. So
look at that.
I'm just an idiot.
Look at that.
I'm just an idiot.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. That is really unfortunate. I'm going to fix that. Hold on. Here we go.
Fixing in real time, folks.
Fixing in real time. Here we go. All right. Nice. That thing is, look at that wave. Like, you're going to have stuff going around the entire stadium. No matter where you look in that stadium, you're going to get stuff. You don't have the big scoreboard hanging down in front of the court, so it's nice and open to the fans that are up above. It's amazing.
Well, they do that at SoFi, right? SoFi's got that thing that goes all the way. Yeah. So you ever seen the NFL?
That's the football game.
The football games, right? They've got that thing that goes all the way around. So, and what's his face has more money now, so he can spend it. He can spend all his Microsoft money. Spend all his little Stevie spending all his Microsoft money.
Yep. Very, very cool. Very cool. So it'd be nice to see that in action. Here you go. I know Ray is a big fan of Bronny James, and we just want to commemorate him for his first NBA three-pointer. That was a nice looking shot right there. That's an NBA looking shot right there. Look at that. One dribble, bop, quick release. Nothing but net.
Squared himself up. Himself. Right? He squared himself up. Good follow through. Yep.
Gives the dap to the assist. He's in the zone. Popping. Yep. Look at that. Bang.
Yeah.
Bang. That's an NBA shot right
there. A couple more years in college.
He's going to be okay, Ray.
Couple of more years in college, this kid, could get drafted in the second round of the NFL.
Oh man, we didn't talk about the Jaylen Brown drama where he was saying that he doesn't think Bronny is an NBA player.
Too soon,
and had to back that up.
Too soon. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Too soon.
Here you go. This just happened last night. Really, Jake Paul won 6-round KO over a former UFC champion. Conor McGregor was not happy after the fight, Jeff, and I know you're a big Conor McGregor fan. I know you're
the biggest
Jake Paul fan.
The biggest.
Basically, not saying nice things about Jake Paul here. So, do you think, Jeff, in your infinite wisdom, that this right here is the precursor to what we will see as Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor fight?
Fuck, I hope not. I hope not. I hope the U.S. comes to an end before. I hope
they're going to fight in Toronto.
No, we're not letting them in our country. I will go to the border and myself personally and write those names down.
Oh man.
Crow says nepotism, nepo babies. Nepo babies, and Ray says that's all they want. That's all they just want to pay. Of course they do. Can't fault them for that. It's just like, just go away.
Taking that WWE mindset into a world of boxing where he is creating the rules, he's creating the opponent, the matches, he's setting everything up, he controls everything. He's like his own Vince McMahon, but he's the star. It's crazy. It's crazy. So all right, well, there you have
it. And he screwed himself out of $1 million, which was good. So in that Mr. Beast, if you didn't see the Mr. Beast video, they were in a box and they weren't allowed to leave.
That wasn't Jake, that was Logan. Right?
Oh, Logan, yeah, whatever. I mix them up. I interchange. I hate them both. I interchange them both. So
I think you're gonna wind up getting the pay-per-view when these two fight.
Fun fact: this was on DAZN. Which is who in Canada has the license for the NFL. So actually, I would have had it for free.
Oh,
I actually could have watched it for free because they're increasing the price, and I'm debating about whether I want to continue with it.
You should have watched it
because all we watch is football, and they're like, "Well, we also got boxing." And here I could have actually watched it, but
could have watched it for free.
Could have watched it for free. I think I could have watched it for free.
Unbelievable.
Knowing them, they probably would have charged me.
Probably they'd figured out a way. Huh?
Probably.
Oh, there it is, Jeffy.
Yeah.
There it is. 5-0 question marks.
Well, before we do that, let's do my big announcement.
Oh, you want to do that now?
Yeah, you might as well. Then when we're done the 5 guesses, we can just roll out of here.
All right.
So, something is happening on Friday. That's never happened before. Ooh, hang on. Let me hide us. All right. Well, that didn't work. What do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't get to my internet? What the hell are you talking about?
Coming this Friday.
Piece of crap.
Coming.
Piece of crap. All right, let's try that again.
Coming this Friday to Retro Gaming Friday night. For the first time ever, community play. That is right. We are going to be playing the Nintendo NES World Championships. Of course, I'm going to be playing solo, doing speed runs, but I'm also opening this up to anyone who has the game and to challenge me. So join me this Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern.
So the script said Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. That's not what I That's not what I said. And in the first few takes, I said it correctly, but that take, I give it a completely different name. And then, but it was only until I was in color correction when I realized the mistake, and I'm like, screw it, I'm done. I'm going with it. So yeah, pulling out the Switch, we're playing the Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. So if you've got the Switch, come on, you can play with me the first ever retro community play. And if nobody has it, then that's okay. I'll just do some speed runs. I'll just look at. Oh, can I go ahead one more? There we go. So there's speed runs in, I don't know, a whole bunch of different games. 10, 11 different games. So Ray, crack out your Switch, buy the game, and let's go. So there you go. The first ever community play of retro. We're going to be doing the championships. You there? Did I lose Todd? Did we lose Todd?
I wasn't talking because
you weren't talking.
Your audio, so it was. I was hearing myself twice, so I wasn't.
Oh, I see. Oh, there you go. I just. So there you go.
If you drive everybody crazy.
If you got a Switch, let's go. Let's
Nice. Go. Yeah. I actually told my wife that we should look into getting a Switch again.
There you go.
We're having fun doing like the on Game Pass, that Nickelodeon fighting game.
Ray's played that. Ray played that on stream one night.
Yeah. My kids have had a blast playing each other. They actually had some friends over the other night. They had 4 controllers going, beating the shit out of each other. So
nice. Yeah, Ray played that on stream. Yeah.
And my son misses Super Mario? Smash Brothers, right? My daughter misses Mario Kart, so we've talked about it. All right, so we've got Olympic edition 5 guesses today.
We do, in honor of. Hang on, I gotta pull up my. Here we go. Pull up my answers. Gotta pull up my answers on my. Here we go. Right. Here we go.
Well, it's now time for 5 guesses, and you're tossing them my way tonight.
Hold on. Okay, do that again.
Oh, there it is.
Do it again.
All right. It's now time for 5 guesses, and you're tossing them to me tonight.
Correct. And it's Olympic themed. Top 10. Name the countries with the most Olympic medals. Name the country, the most Olympic medals.
Okay. I am going to go with the United States first.
They are number 97.
Number 97.
No, they are number 1. They are number 1.
Should I tell you now, or should I tell you later that I gave this list to you a couple of weeks ago?
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Well,
Russia's number 2.
Oh, shit. Wonder why it sounded familiar. Oh, yeah. Oh, that just sucks, doesn't it? Man,
it's all good.
Oh, that's just sucks. Hang on, I'm pulling up my other. I have lists. Trust me.
I know you do.
I have backup lists.
I was gonna keep going with it, but then I was waiting on Ray or somebody to be like, "Did we already do this?" Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right. Here we go. All right. So there is a website called. Whoops. There's a website called Thrillist. Thrillist. What are they called? What are they? Hang on. Gotta keep bringing up my right screen here.
Did you pay attention to the ESPN Top 100 athletes this week?
A little bit.
Nice. Michael Phelps taking number 1.
Okay. So this is from Thrillist. I know, Ray. I know. I'm pretty sure someone sent me this list too. I know. I'm a noob. I have one job. All right. So Thrillist has named the top 10 states with the best food. Top 10. This is their list. I don't know what the criteria was, but this was their list of the states with the best food.
U.S. states.
U.S. states. Yes, this is not one of those territory things. When I said I haven't been to a Canadian territory, like I've been to a territory, not in Canada.
How about New York, Jeff?
They are number 3.
Okay, I figured New York pizza, New York bagels.
They're number 3.
Okay, so New York is in there. How about Texas?
Number 1.
Figured as much. New York, Texas. How about Missouri?
Nope.
No, Kansas City, Missouri is not on there.
Nope.
Wow. Kind of shocked by that, to be quite honest with you. How about my state?
Some of these I don't know why they're on the list.
Okay. How about my state, North Carolina?
Number 10.
Number 10. Yeah, they got that vinegar in the barbecue sauce.
Okay.
How about Vermont?
No, surprisingly, no.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Wisconsin?
Nope.
No, the cheeseheads did not get on the list.
I don't think that's not good food.
Oh. Okay.
Or best food.
How about Pennsylvania?
Number 9.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you got Philly cheesesteaks in Pennsylvania, you know. Yeah. You got Pennsylvania Dutch. You got all the.
You got 1 and 3, but you haven't gotten number 2 yet.
Okay. I'm getting there. How about Illinois?
Number 7.
Number 7.
I don't know why they're on the list. I don't know what they're famous for. So.
Okay.
Is that where pizza? Is that where that Paul Prudhomme was from? Crow, where's Paul Prudhomme from?
You know, while I was in the area there was a very big Polish community. Oh. There was a lot of Polish food.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right.
That has something to do with it.
Okay.
How about, let's see here. Food.
Ray, wow. Florida is not on the list.
Massachusetts?
Nope.
Maine?
Nope.
No, Maine lobsters, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about Chicago pizza.
Yep.
Texas was number 1. Texas was number 1. He said Texas number 1.
Did I say California?
You did not.
Is California on the list?
Number 2.
That's no. What is California known for? Rice-A-Roni?
Maybe it is. Well, that's only a San Francisco treat. Yeah.
Ray, and Crow, I guess too. Like, what is California known for with food?
The best foods.
California pizza, like the California Pizza Kitchen.
I think Ray's offended at number 2. This is Thrillist. This is not me.
No. I mean, hey, it is.
No,
I
know. I know.
I'm trying to figure out what.
I know.
Florida's got oranges. Georgia's got peaches. You know, like
crack.
What is California's got weed and crack. There you go. Both of which were evident in Jeff's role playing of the drug dealer simulator.
I had no idea what I was doing in that game. I had no idea what was going to do.
Which ones did I not get?
You haven't got number 4 or 5.
Maryland?
Nope.
Maryland crab cakes? No.
Number 4 makes sense. Number 4 and 5. Number 4 and 5 kind of make sense. Yeah.
Okay. How about Washington State?
Number 8. I don't know why that's on there.
I guess all I can think of is a fish market.
I don't know. So you are missing. You said Illinois, so you're missing 4, 5. You said 4, 5, and 6.
So not sure Nebraska or Iowa or both.
No, neither.
Neither.
Nope. Not Georgia, Ray. Not Georgia. These next 2 make sense when you hear them.
Tennessee, Kentucky.
Tennessee is number 5. Nashville.
Number 5. Nashville.
Yep. And right along, right near. I think it's nearby.
Louisiana.
Number 4.
It's not nearby, but I figured out where you're going.
Okay. Yeah, I thought they were. I thought they were close.
Louisiana sits a couple states south.
I don't know much.
It's all good. Louisiana's the boot at the bottom.
Okay. I said they make sense. Louisiana and Tennessee, that kind of makes sense. I've been to Tennessee. Love the.
Yep.
So you're missing number 6.
Number 6.
Which I just know them as a trail. I don't know them about any other food.
Know them as a trail. That was my clue.
Yeah.
Nature's Trail.
Starts with an O.
Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail. Oregon.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
Beaver tails? Do they have beaver tails?
I hope so. I
mean, they're the Oregon State Beavers, right?
Yeah. So Texas, California, New York, Louisiana, Tennessee, Oregon, Illinois, Washington, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, via the Thrillist.
What food is California known for? I'm about to ask Google.
Hello, pull up the chat GPT. Pull up the chat GPT.
Martinis, Mai Tais, popsicles, Jack cheese, Hidden Valley Ranch dressing.
Nice.
Cheeseburgers. What the hell? No way. California roll, French dip sandwich. Oh, okay. Doritos.
What the hell is
That's what it is.
What the hell is a French dip?
That's what it is.
What the hell is a French dip sandwich?
You don't know what a French dip is?
I know what French dip is, like chip dip.
So we have a sandwich. It's like thinly cut beef, provolone cheese on a toasted like hoagie roll, and then you get au jus off to the side, and you can dip it in there and eat it that way.
Okay.
They call it a French dip.
Okay. We have French dip, chip dip that I like.
Sure. French onion dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is called a French dip sandwich. So it's like roast beef or some kind of thinly shaved beef.
Okay.
On a sub roll with provolone cheese, and then you get the au jus to dip it in.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Sweet.
Well, dang, that.
There you go. States with we started out bumpy, but we ended
wanting to ask some questions about those states now. What is Oregon known for?
I don't know. 10's top states with the best food, according to Thrillist.
Well, hey. There you go.
So, yeah, there you go.
So you're starting your community play this Friday.
I'm going to do a week or two of it. As if anybody, I don't know how many people have the Switch.
I think Certified Doc's got a Switch.
Yeah.
Better reach out. Oregon seafood, maybe. It's got to be because of the coast, right? So it's got to be something seafood.
Oops. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Where is my mouse? Here's my mouse. Here we go. Hang on, they did it in reverse order. California. Imagine the country of Sweden. Now put that in the United States and replace the meatballs and knickerbrod with incredible agriculture and farming system that helps provide the staging ground for every imaginable food culture. Sizzling, San Ron, hot dogs, fresh fish, tacos drizzled with something.
Okay.
And then you asked me about
Oregon.
Portland, with its farm-to-table movement and food carts and donuts and endless brunch lines, Central and Western Oregon with its prized beef, apparently. So there you go. If anybody, hello? Did it post the? Oh yeah, there you go. All right.
Ray, Jeff.
There is the list. Take a look. And yell at the Thrillist. But there's their definition of top foods. There you go. From our friends at the Thrillist. Ray says, "Great show, but a horrible list."
That's hilarious.
So, well, Ray, you have a Switch. So I had to do something, Ray and Crow, that I've never done this year. For the first time this year, I had to buy a game.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was so bummed about this earlier.
Mm-hmm. I had to. I gave up the so I had a rule in 2020 that no more downloads, no buying games, because I was in the cloud. I had Stadia Pro. I didn't have to buy games. And I didn't have to download games. And so I then had to relink myself of one of them, which was downloading games, because now I play them on the personal computer. And so I have to download them. Yes, I know I could maybe get them in the GFN or on the Luna or on the Boosteroid or on the... I understand all of that. But not all games are there. So, and because I'm not a Nintendo partner... nor do I find illegal ROM of the games, play them on my Windows 11 machine under an emulator, and say that it's a Switch and that I have permission from Nintendo because I don't want my channel to be shut down. So, again, I'm just hypothetically speaking. I'm just speaking hypothetically. That is a scenario that could happen.
I'm surprised that Ray has not
thrown troll. He's grabbing he's coming back to type troll. Yeah,
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I can just save him troll. So, anyways, Crow says I should buy more games. Probably. So I had to buy a game today. Broke my heart. You know how long it took me to push the proceed and pay button? There it is. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. And as I always say to Ray, if something is factually incorrect, please correct me. Just don't call me a troll. Correct me.
There you go.
Correct me if I say something that's incorrect. Anyway, so yes, Friday night. Ray, if you have a Switch and you'd like to battle me in some games you'd have to buy, the Nintendo World Championship.
He might already have it.
He might. I don't know his life. He might already have it. That is correct. He might. Maybe he got it free from Nintendo. I don't know. I know Crow has some Switches, but he doesn't.
Is Ray a Nintendo partner?
I know Crow has multiple Switches, none of which he knows where they are, nor does he like them. So he won't be playing with me.
Oh. Well, that stinks.
So that's it.
Well.
Ray says he's not buying it. All right. Well, then Ray's not playing with me. You could just come in Friday night, Ray, and mock me. You can just come in and mock me. I watched a guy. I forgot that it was coming out. Otherwise, I would have done this last week. But I watched a guy play it, and he was really good. He was really good. I'm like, I'm not playing him.
Oh well.
He did one of the online challenges and literally beat everybody else he was playing. I'm like, oh, this guy's really good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this guy knows what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll do I'll do some of the easy ones, but it's going to make for some funny content. There's going to be some good mocking Friday night starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah. But you saw the trailer. Got to upload the trailer to the YouTubes. Post that around. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're going to have a nice week coming up. You got your streaming and everything.
Ray, are you Red Deading tomorrow? Ray, are you Red Deading tomorrow night?
Yeah.
You Red Dead tomorrow night? Yeah, I don't know. I got to check out with Kevin. Hopefully.
Kevin got the final folks for the Fantasy Football League, so that is full up now.
Nice.
So we'll know about that here. Got a draft coming up.
You should do the draft live. You should do the live. You should do a live draft, like live on the internet. Everybody on camera, switching to the different when they make their picks.
Is it a Zoom meeting?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Everybody on camera when they go to make their pick.
We had a Zoom meeting this afternoon, so we signed Zach up for a college recruiting service to help him navigate through his travel season, get some video together, put out there for college coaches. So he starts a whole new training regimen tomorrow. It is now going to be a job for him, as he put it. So we'll see how that goes. And then I've only got a couple more weeks, Jeff, and I'll be sending little one off. So
and then you'll be moving to
no.
You guys are
seriously.
Have you got your place near the dorm yet? Have you got the drawn? Have you got the drawn? Have you figured out the route the dorm's gonna? No, okay. All right.
Nope. We've been looking at this hockey schedule coming up, and it's we're gonna.
Can't believe you're not going.
Quite a bit of traveling.
Can't believe you're not going to Vegas.
No, they didn't want to do it. So.
Can't believe you guys aren't going to Vegas.
Told you, we're going to Boston. We're going to Rochester, New York. That's the closest that we're going up to Canada. So Boston's not really close to Canada, but it's north of Toronto in
longitude and latitude.
Latitude
and longitude.
Trying to think of what was horizontal.
Latitude and longitude. Is that
true? Very true.
There are places in the U.S. that are more north than us. Where I am, just because of the way
Yeah. What is parallel? Buffalo?
No.
Or is Buffalo south?
Yeah.
Buffalo's southeast for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. You have to go across somewhere in the west, like I think Oregon or something. Like if you were to go across, or maybe even Washington State or something. if you draw a line across. So, because the world is flat, so you can just draw a line across.
Right. Sure.
So, right.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
There you go. So there you go. We a new episode of John Oliver's back. I'm wondering if after today's developments, if he had to go back and re-record part of his show or some of his show going to be, he's going to claim it saying, hey, we filmed this on Saturday, so shit happened on Sunday. I don't know about it. So, so you're going to be laughing at jokes knowing that, when he
it's going to be a crazy next couple of weeks here in the U.S., Jeffy.
I was watching something. I was just flipping through, and they were talking about, it's only 3 months. You only got 100 and something days, and can you do this and that? And I felt like saying, ours is 28 days. Like, we have an election in start to finish in 28 days.
Yeah.
The French and the UK turn their complete elections around in a week. Like,
this thing's been going on since last year.
Things have been going on since 2016.
22, yeah, pretty much.
Right? So, you guys... Oh, that's right, Crow. Thank you. That's right.
Well, we specifically said Biden's party /COVID, That's what was on the list.
So, you guys got 107 days. 107 days of summer vacation.
No. What makes me sad about this time is that people lose friendships over this stuff. Like, it gets ugly. And it sucks, man. Like,
well, I told you before that Ann and Jim, 2 friends of the show, you guys all know Gingerhead Jim. You guys all come, many of you come to his streams on Saturday nights. And of course, you guys all know Ann. Politically, those 2 are as far away from me as humanly possible. But they're 2 of my best, politically, they're 2, but, now Jim physically is like, just over there, I could throw shit in his house. But politically, they are as far away from me as humanly possible, but we're great friends.
Why can't we all just get along?
They say shit, because you said, or maybe it was Crow, somebody I was talking to, and they said, oh, do you have to watch what you say? No, and they don't either. They'll say, they'll say shit about my guys, and I say, shit about their guys, I call them.
There's so many people I know that won't talk to each other when it gets close to this time, because they're so far apart that they can't talk about things in a constructive way. It has to be my way or no way kind of conversation, and they can't do it. They can't sit in the same room. It sucks. Sucks.
There was,
if people were this passionate about other aspects of their life, imagine how dangerous we would be.
There's another friend of Ann's, Jim and I. His name's Ken, and he when I used to teach in college, he was the coordinator of the program, so he was in charge of the program. And he, when they were allocating hours, he would make sure that I was there's a line to be part-time. A lot of people want to be over that line. He made sure I was under the line because he knew once you crossed over the line, you had to join the union, and he knew I would not do that. Whereas he's also a big union guy, just like Jim. So he made sure my hours were under the line, so I didn't have to join the union.
Is there a lot of union work where you all are?
The Hamilton, where we live, huge union city, huge.
Yeah,
huge. Yeah.
I'm dealing with it more and more with some of my teams, and it's fascinating some of the stuff that I have to have a conversation about. Just because everything's already baked into contracts for them, pretty much. I mean, they're protected.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter if they're doing work for us and we ask them to do this one thing. If it's not in their metrics for what they get graded on, they're
not gonna do it. It's
hot air. It's just okay. That might help you, but it doesn't help me. I don't get any more money for it.
Yep. So, Hamilton, huge union town, huge, very left wing, very union, very. Yeah, I'm like the odd duck here. I'm the odd duck everywhere I go. But Hamilton, very, very left wing, very
ducky. That was my ducky.
What? You mean this guy right here?
There you go.
He doesn't make an appearance on Coffee Talk all that often.
Not very much.
who was I? Who was I watching? There was somebody I was watching. Was it Chariot Man? No. It was Codex. It was Codex, and I was in his chat, and he said, and I said something about it. And he goes, "Yeah, here we go, we are live." He just repeated the same thing. I was sitting in my car listening to him, and it made me laugh. Oh, Ray says my wife lost her best friend over politics.
It's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but it happens, you know.
I don't know if it happens. I don't know how much it happens up here. It probably does, but I don't know how much it does. Because like I said, and Jim Ken, they're as far from me as, politically as humanly possible. So
and please don't get me wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? You can be as passionate as you want about your opinions. It's just it gets very very dark when it becomes a me versus you thing. So
yep. So I'm gonna go.
We'll get through it just like we do every 4 years.
I'm gonna go watch some John Oliver. I am going to upload my video for Retro Gaming Friday night. Anybody who wants to jump in can jump in. We've got some other games that are coming to Retro Gaming Friday night.
Nice.
Good times. Good times. Ray is streaming. Ray is playing Once Human, which Bruce only thought was so, Ray. So you should be offended at that. Tonight at 1:30 Eastern. So in 2 hours from now, Ray and Houston will be doing the Once Human.
Nice.
I was never human, so I cannot relate to that game.
Ain't that the truth?
And that is a wrap for episode 74. We will see you all next week for episode 75. Same bat time, same bat channel. Oh, game of the year, Ray is saying. No, I thought Ray was saying it was. Wow. I thought Ray was saying it was Concord on Will's stream.
Wow.
And Will is doing Suicide Squad tomorrow. Ray is doing Suicide Squad since it's free. So Suicide Squad tomorrow. Yippers.
Have a great week, everybody.
Good night, everyone. See ya.